Hello, everybody. Welcome to City States of Klovisa, ; The God War, Year 2, with these specimens that I have collected over this year. Guys, welcome back. You are my Funko Pops, wherever you are, KJC. How is everyone?
Why would you ask that? After I told you in confidence what the fuck just happened to me,
John.
I thought we like kind of all agreed that we weren't going to do that today, and we're just gonna do.
The answer you could have given was good.
Wow, just a dick move, John.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Brandon. Welcome back to the show.
Look at John. See, look, you ruined Brandon's introduction because you brought it up. Old trauma.
I know. Speaking of old trauma, how's that ass of yours? CK, talk to me. How are you doing?
Wow, coming in hot.
Fuck it, we're just going with it.
Hey, listen, since I lost my crumpet, I gotta do something.
True. Very true.
So now we're going for the chocolate. Now we're going from crumpet to now I'm dipping it in chocolate.
Also,
milk.
I'm a grandma now. This is going to be interesting.
You're a grandma, true. Guys, I just noticed that I only have 2 viewers in my stream. There are
Who is it?
5 people of you. Get in there.
I'm in.
Good. Get in there before I give somebody mod to bully Eric. Good.
All attention is good attention, John.
True. Very true. Nick, how are you?
How are you able to watch these streams all the time? Aren't you like a neurosurgeon? What are you doing? Every single time?
Hey, quit bullying Temer. He's my man. All right.
John, how are you?
I'm great.
You want to try me, John?
CK he has lost his mind before the show even started. We are gonna have a repeat of like the first episode of a Saturday Squad, guys. That was really trippy on my screen. Eric?
I lied. That was fun.
Hi, John.
Hi, Eric.
It's good sometimes to take a break to refocus and recenter and come back strong, but that's not what the raid team does. We're just memeing the fuck out at every single moment. So that's what we're about.
It's so true sometimes.
It's really true. Devin, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How's it going? I'm going good. Chilling. I'm almost out of Germany, so trying to make the most of it.
I see.
When do you say truce?
Now, we've never done this before, but before somebody gives me the recap, I think it's going to be Brandon to give the recap.
I want to get the recap.
Well, how about we start off our show taking a big, deep breath, guys? You want to do a breathing exercise real quick? Just in, out. All right. We're much calmer now, right? No. All right,
we gotta
Brandon.
talk to Daniel Tiger. Countdown to calm down is what they're all about these days.
Who's Daniel Tiger? Is that part of
The
Tiger King
fuck?
trilogy that I don't know about?
I thought this was the final countdown. It's the final countdown.
John, I'm sorry. We never found the rails today.
We have not. No, we have
You
jumped.
guys thought there was gonna be rails? That's so funny.
We're like a
Wait,
runaway
we have rails?
train that's on a highway right now, guys.
That is such a good song. Runaway train, never looking back. Run away on a one-way track.
Oh, I did the action on my non-dominant hand just now. That was so cool. John, are you gonna ask me like about what's going on?
Yeah.
I did. You fucking went off on me immediately.
I'm doing great. How are you doing, John?
CK, I'm lovely, man.
Fucking happened.
We are looping in circles, but I'm ready for that recap, Brandon. I know you've watched all 52 sessions since they're all on YouTube now.
52 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
JK, I knew that. All right, kids. So we did some things. We did another few things.
Oh God.
Yeah, Still's back, and pretty much everyone's ready to pay homage to him since everyone pretty much owes Felty to Still. To include all the other teams. That's right, assholes. I didn't forget all the shit that I gave every single one of you other teams to prepare to try to win. So I'm back, and Daddy wants his dividends.
Damn girl.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, that was super dominant of me, but
I
my right
really-
nipple's hard, and that usually means it's go time.
I'm gonna make your head bigger. There we go. No, don't say it. Don't say anything. All right. That was a recap for sure. But who wants to give the real recap?
You didn't say it had to be accurate. You just said to give one.
Okay, that is fair. That's
Aurora
That's
done
on
fucked
me.
up. We
That
can
really
start
was
at-
on you.
The episode started, episode 50, whatever, 2. 1,
Mhm.
2. Because
Sounds like Star Wars.
Aurora ended up rolling, I think, a high-low roll, and got the bad end of the roll and put the Thorn into Tyrant, and fucked up bad. And at least on Aurora's end, she has to make penance with her demon Lady Flounce. What else happened, guys?
Yeah, what else happened?
My shrine is fucked now. Jesus Christ.
True.
I've seen some shit.
Still got moist.
Igor? What happened with you, Igor?
Not much. He just gambled a little bit. Went on the ride. Saw everything going to shit. It was like, I'm here.
Wow.
This is cool.
I like those recaps. They were all very personable. Are you guys ready to begin our first session of this new year of ours? All right. I wrote a little snippet for you all. Because
You
we're
wrote
going
or
to
you
do a
rolled?
little flash forward then flash back. That's what I think we're going to do. That way
Always
we
be
can
stealing,
all
John.
have our own little episode within this episode. So, you are the raid team. At first, simply delegated to going where told, to people seeking greater wealth and suffering through terrible dangers, you all have gone through a horrid path to get here. Though friend have fallen and others have left of their own will, you all remain. Looking at the oncoming horrors of this war, and who couldn't help but smile in anticipation. As you look to one another, a moment of silence falls upon you as you once more board your jank-ass airship, the Xenos Betrayal, won through bloodshed and greed. As the ship soon takes off for the south to meet with the largest fleet Tulst has ever assembled, you all think of a winter that passed far too quickly. Just 1 year ago to this day, you originally set out or were admitted into the task force. Only one of you, having been active since that first day of service, you now are committed to. You think of the winter months spent within the calm just as you enter the storm. The next time you will have such a long break, being just as unknowable as the future you will now carve into existence. And we, the audience, shall begin our reverie with the one who acts as the foundation for this group, whether he realizes it or not. An unsullied idiot, a murderous warrior, the death-packed paladin, and rejoined Alventori, Igor. Could you please describe your character and tell me, what did they do this winter?
Whew, man, Igor. I mean, now if you look at him, he's cladded in Alventori armor from head to toe, 4 red eyes, or 2 red eyes, 2 painted on eyes type of thing. I don't know. It's weird.
It's very
But-
weird.
Yeah. And he's just clad in that armor. He has a giant, what is it? It's not a scythe. It's a, as I pull up my character sheet, a trident. He has a giant trident that is way too big for him to be holding, as well as a maul on his back at the same time. Yeah, and during this winter, he's going to be doing a lot of training. He's going to be increasing his combat capabilities, so to speak. After his talks with the Alventori and finding his quote-unquote one true path of eventually ascending his way through the Alventories and, gaining his right among them, he realized he could become stronger. And he was told the only way to become stronger is through fighting and killing. And so that's what he wants to do. So he's going to go with pretty much Master Sergeant Slaughter, I think his name was.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter. He's already have a bit of a repute with him against the walls of this city. And he's going to be training with him, pushing him off the top of the mountain a few times, maybe getting pushed off himself a few times. Probably pissing off a lot of people, fighting in random places.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is this like the Family Guy chicken fight where you're Peter Griffin just coming out of nowhere?
Exactly. Yep. Or the chicken comes out of nowhere sometimes. It's a back and forth type of thing.
I see.
He also wants to hang out with his good friend Bogeable, his good friend that he, met when he captured his airship and forcibly made him join his crew. But they're lifelong friends now. Igor's done him a few solids.
Oh, yeah.
For sure has done him.
Bogeable owes you a lot, man. He's your best friend, by far.
He is by far my best friend.
Yeah.
So, we'll be talking about my new airship and how he's handling with it. Igor 100% always refers to it as his airship.
That's fine.
Right.
Bogeable will always remind you it's actually not. And
Igor just ignores him.
It's assumed. I like to imagine that, as you say, Bogeable is your best and maybe only best friend. Lei Stung just wakes up with a lightning or like a clap of thunder. And also,
more like my battle buddy.
Your battle buddy.
My battle buddy.
Damn, I never go to battle without my battle buddy.
All right, class. Sure you hold hands.
Okay. Well, you can definitely fight Sergeant Slaughter all day, all night long. He's only slightly stronger than you now. It's not a sure thing that he'll win. And honestly, you're finding yourself getting I don't want to say the better of him, but you are definitely ecking up more wins than losses by the end of winter.
I'll push him against the wall a few more times.
Yeah. It's a very weird bullying situation where he's like, all right, stop. And it's like, no. What about that oath of yours, I suppose?
So I feel like the oath is more of a changing his priorities would be a good way to put it. He definitely had a big shift in his priorities from first it was Xenoth and devoting to him, and then devoting to the Tyrant and making sure he was doing whatever he could to serve him whatever way possible, to a big shift in his motivation and his goals in his life, to being this ultimate warrior of kind and pretty much just trying to become as strong as he can to one day defeat his grandpapa and rule over the Alventori himself.
Such ambition. Can you please run us through what subclass you have switched to over this winter?
Yes, it is the Oath of Conquest, as he conquers his foes one by one, stepping up the Alventori ladder by the first, second, third, fourth order, all the way to Grandpapa himself.
It's quite a climb, that ladder.
It is.
You have this new intimidation aura, don't you?
Yes.
Can you please
Conquering
click that?
presence.
Yeah, I want to talk about this a little bit and how narratively this, or mechanically, this changes the narrative of Igor. And I'm trying to find the right music for this. The darkest of children.
It also goes hand in hand with this.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, I was fucking with music. Alrighty. Conquering presence and aura of conquest. You constantly emanate a menacing aura while you are not incapacitated. The aura extends 10 feet from you in every direction, but not through total cover. If a creature is frightened of you, its speed is reduced to 0 while in the aura, and the creature takes psychic damage equal to half your paladin level if it starts its turn there. That's big, Chief. You are now a truly threatening person. And people start to avoid you. Including, but not limited to, Bochbel's wife. Every time you are in their home, when you randomly show up to lay claim to an airship that does not belong to you, north of Tulst, she gets kind of upset and you detect, is beginning to try to keep you specifically out of the house.
I think she's jealous for sure.
She must be, Igor. Bochbel, however, I don't think will ever be frightened of you. You two have gone through so much, and he was already terrified of you when you first met. When he was but a humble Knoll stat block in some shitty-ass airship, hanging out, and had to make the executive decision to give you command of the airship so that he did not need to suicide dive it into a desert. Like the idiots who did that exact same motion and almost killed your friend Gorgor. Did kill Miros. Who else was with Gorgor down there on that pit? Was it you, Leishtung?
Yeah, it was me. It was Leishtung.
Leishtung and Gorgor looking up. Man. In that one moment, Bochbel could have ended just everyone's careers right then and there. Miros may have been the only survivor. That would have been a hell of a timeline. Anyway, thinking about roads that were not traveled, ways you could have died, you can only laugh now, Igor. You murderous, unfeeling, uneating, unsleeping monster. Does this make you feel good or powerful? Having the fear of people?
Igor definitely... I think Igor almost mistakes the fear for respect. Because that's something he's never really had in his life, being, well, an idiot. I think he mistakes the fear for finally getting respect because he knows that he's now on his true path, and he knows for like the first time in his life really what to work towards. And he has like a clear line goal for himself. And so he kind of like feels like people are finally respecting him for having one of those, even though they're really just afraid of him.
True. Is there any scene you want to play out before we move on to the next person?
It's definitely something I want to do, but I think I'm going to wait to do it. So.
Well, this is your downtime, Chief. So what do you want to do?
Like wait to do it like later on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. One day during winter, when the snows and blizzards have fully taken over the earth, chilling Tulst into its state of emergency that it goes through every year, you, alone, trapped in the court, likely unable to even escape the tyrant's court just during this heavy ice storm, are called by none other than your boy, the man who would be king, Tyrant. He is fully coronated at this point. He is now the king of Ulathaeans. I believe that's his title, yes. And he calls upon you. Not in the throne room, not in the snack room. Maybe in the dungeon. This dungeon that you two have talked to each other quite honestly before. Oh, this is the exact same cell where Bam Bam first originated. And even now, Bam Bam is with you, hiding in your shadow, its red eyes being the only glimmer, the only hint that there is an not extra-dimensional, but magical entity haunting you that has been with you for so long now, observing. Tired of getting one-shot by a bunch of fucking kobolds.
You're gonna stay one day.
Maybe. The tyrant is alone for this meeting. Down here in the dungeons where he supposedly keeps Jerome hidden, or at least protected, you look at his back, him staring into the cell that he once locked you in to put you in timeout while he contemplating kicking you out of a task force. What do you say?
I'll walk up to him and get within 5 feet before I say anything, and I'll just be like, "You called?"
He looks at you. You immediately notice the ring on his finger. It is shiny, crown-shaped, quite literally a miniature crown around his middle finger. There is a purple gemstone, singular, and kind of small, that is just sort of glimmering in the darkness, this dark light. He looks at you. His eyes also... Well, you have dark vision with your Alventori helmet, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you get to see his face entirely. And they are quite cold and reserved during this winter month. And he speaks to you. Igor, your contract will soon be up. Are you going to join us for this next year? And, in theory, the rest of this war?
I think I will. It's helped me get immensely stronger already, and I think it will further do that.
I feel the same. Igor, you are one of 3, I believe, original members of a team, of my teams, my task force, that has survived the entire year. I may have been a hard ass at times. I may have complained or bitched you out. Your team, a lot, specifically your team, yeah. However, I did this in a place, ultimately, of care. I hated watching you fail, because when you fail, that reflects poorly on everyone in Tolst. However, you all have not failed for quite some time, and I think it's time to reward you. And he opens the cell, and you feel a tugging beneath you. And then when you look down, Bam Bam is like being pulled out of the concrete. And is clearly like freaking out, like, what the fuck? Just in weird goat ram yells.
Bam Bam, what's wrong?
As you say this, since Bam Bam is positioned under you to quite literally pick you up in a moment's notice, you are just lifted onto his bare back and start to be dragged along into the cell where the tyrant has prepared something for you. Either not realizing that you were just automatically get mounted like this, or you mount this thing. I got Brandon! Look at him! He produces, seemingly from nowhere, a saddle.
Igor will, first of all, dismount, and then he will get on one knee and, like, hold his hands out for, like, the saddle.
He bestows it to you. It's somewhat hefty. It's almost 20 pounds of stuff. This is a magical saddle of the Cavalier.
Thank you. What
You
does
will
this
see.
do?
Well, go test it out, I suppose. Essentially, you cannot be dismounted so long as you are awake. We're killing them today, guys. First day back. And also, your demon
At least
monster.
it's consensual.
True.
You know.
Is it? Is it? Really?
I just like how you had to add in there, like, unless you're unconscious. Like, you know, it's consent.
I'm just reading
like,
the
you
item.
know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, listen, I'm over here enjoying this with all these innuendos, and I'm trying to be really good and let you have your, you know,
Thank
your
you.
thing.
Why don't you go ahead
And-
and mute yourself so we can finish the scene and get to you next, okay?
Fine, whatever.
In essence, this should make it harder for Bam Bam to be hit. But with how heavily armored you are, only a fool would not try to shoot your mount from under you.
Bam Bam has been a bit. Igor, like, does this. He's like he's been a bit down in the, you know. Yeah, he hasn't been performing as well as he usually does. So this will help greatly. Thank
The
you.
tyrant's so serious about it. Not finding it funny at all, but I think that we are.
Just give him some genuine like concerns. Yeah, that's fine.
Bam Bam, your partner, gets a little bit mad at this and blames it on you for not protecting him.
Doesn't like to talk about it.
True. You will find that Bam Bam will bind itself to this saddle. You've never seen an item be attuned by a different, albeit magical creature, and it quite literally seeps into its shadowy skin and just sort of grows a saddle on its back. It seems to be made out of some sort of dark leather with these weird steel stirrups that more or less will glue themselves to you so you can never fall off your horse. Or in this case, murder goat. I feel like I need to call on CK and put him on the spot, guys. Should I?
Yeah.
With this gift, Igor, what do you do?
I mount my goat friend,
Mhm.
Bam Bam, and I'll ruffle like his head or whatever, and be like, "Oh, you like this, Bam Bam? How's it feel?" Oh. I'll look at him. He likes it. Thank you.
Bam Bam just starts screeching out this murderous screech, and will begin to like go onto its back legs to like ram something, and try to get
He'll
out of the
just
gate.
laugh. He'll laugh and be like, "That means he likes you."
I hope not. It's what you hear as Bam Bam carries you away, seeking Sergeant Slaughter to turn this 1v1 into a 2v1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. So, should I put this on my character sheet or?
Yeah, you can. Or Bam Bams or wherever, really. Just go look up the Saddle of the Chevauché. Pronounced cavalier in English, I guess.
Got it. I've looked it up.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Sign me up, John. I'm in.
Eric?
Put me in the game.
Oh, Eric. Beautiful Nathaniel. So dexterous is he. What have you been doing?
Took a good long rest to start, but on the list of things to do is get some guns going. We gotta
You want
fire a gun,
handgun?
John. Yeah. So
Oh,
he's
man.
learning how to fire a gun because he needs his range back. He was thinking about the Secret Smith. He already knew the deal. So the Secret Smith literally lied to him because he already knew that the Secret Smith takes something as you walk in. So he just did. Secret Smith did that to him, even though he already knew the secret. But that's okay. He doesn't begrudge the Secret Smith a single time. But he's going to learn how to fire a gun. And
Let's
then,
talk about that real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
What secret did you trade the use of arrows for?
Seeing if this Nathan did not believe his team members when they said that the Secret Smith is the Secret Smith, so he had to walk in for himself. He had to touch the stove himself to figure that out. Nathan's not the smartest of chaps, but once he learns the lesson once, he only needs to be told once.
Yeah. Did you even learn anything, or were you just punished for walking in?
No, I learned that I shouldn't touch the stove.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes that's the learning moment.
I guess so.
The stove is very hot. Like, whoa, don't touch that.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I realized that the Secret Smith was a drunk fuckhead who wouldn't tell him anything anyways.
it's true. So, there is indeed firearms in the world and that the military uses. They are too good not to use on people. Especially low-level people. That is what they are effectively used for. It is said that once a character hits level 10 or 11, bullets literally do no damage to them. Just the hit point shield is so big at that point that there's just too much magical interference that fucks up its momentum to, like, be harmful. So, when you get a firearm, and you go down to the big stinky mercenaries that are training the Tulst militia / now standard army. Yeah. Which kind of firearm do you want?
I feel as if Nathan's like looking at all the firearms, he's picking them up, he's going through them, he's like picks up a rifle, looks down, it's like it's like too heavy, right? He's used to a bow. He wants something like fast, and he is looking through the handgun selection. He's digging it. He's doing all the tricks. He's playing with them. He's like, oh yeah, all right, I can do me some of these. So he picks through the handgun selection.
Well, I've got revolvers,
really into it.
auto pistols, the casual Glock 17, the standard issue, honestly. Just this rectangle on a handle. So
Yeah, Eric, the player, knows very little about guns. So you educate me, John. What's the? I don't know if does this world have silencers or is this world more of just guns? Kaplow, kaplow.
It's kind of kaplow, kaplow. Big Stinky is definitely the most advanced city that uses firearms. Their military is predominantly just black powder or gunpowder. One of the reasons why people jokingly call it Big Stinky is it smells constantly like phosphorus.
Just sulfur everywhere.
Yeah.
Love it.
Let
So I'll
me
grab
go.
there's revolvers in the compendium.
There sure are. Revolvers deal 2d8 piercing damage. No modifiers added. You only use your dexterity/proficiency to hit, not to do damage. Their range is 40-20 or 40-120, and they have 6 shots before they need to be reloaded.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Bo, you gotta keep pulling those. You gotta keep pulling those arrows every time. It's not good.
It's true.
So I'll probably grab 2 of those. And
One of the most beautiful things about the revolver is it does not jam. There is a chance for firearms to misfire. If you roll a natural 1, revolvers ignore that. They just have less range, but more stopping power.
yeah, gotta be ready to go. I'm in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can easily get this or just steal one to practice with. No one's gonna stop the man with +6 to his dexterity from trying to swipe something. There's just no point. Supernaturally steely. ABS, right?
Yeah, except for the problem with Nathan, he's a wholesome dude. He goes and buys them.
Sure.
They will give you
Yeah.
one. Please add it to your sheet.
Cool. And then I'll be sure to track ammo on that.
Cool.
The other thing,
Yeah.
now that Nathan's like gotten into the mechanisms of things, his mind opens up to the world of other mechanisms. He has this chain tail from a demon that looks awfully sharp, and he's thinking about how he could mechanize that into like Batman had the grappling hook, right, where he fired it off, and it had a like cable with it, and then like it could like wind him up into it. He's looking into maybe making one of those, right?
Can you remind me exactly what you're speaking of?
So this chain tail from the demon was one of the demons that we defeated that had a sharp, pointy tail from like one of the chain demons. We had chopped
from
off
like
its tail and took it with him. Took it with us. It's like 7 or 8 episodes ago.
that was with the airship, right? When you
Is that where we jumped across the bridge?
I don't remember
Yes.
this at all.
No, it was before that. It's before we went down there. It was they were outside fighting. And Igor had to like sit there and fight them, and it was a good time.
Yeah, when Igor made you upset, that one distinct and individual act. You're right.
Yeah, the only time he's ever made me upset. That's right.
I have no memory of this, but alternatively, why don't you just get a grappling hook?
I want one that's like mechanized. I don't have to throw it, or now my brain's thinking.
There's
like,
no such thing as a mechanized grappling hook that you don't throw, unfortunately.
Damn it! All right, well, he tinkers away in the warehouse to no.
Oh,
avail.
wait.
That's fine.
What you can do is you could put it on a crossbow bolt and shit.
Good one, John. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm looking for more of the black powder because you got to let people know you're coming. Okay, I will just grab grappling hooks.
Okay.
So that was like the other thing that he had thought about. So now he's just been tinkering away. I bought a whole bunch of. I'm gonna spend 100 gold towards a workshop in the warehouse. We got a little workshop area now.
Yeah.
Just blasting away at frivolity. Yeah.
You're tinkering. You're practicing your aim. You're trying to learn how to speed load, but you just can't get it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, within 3 months, you will definitely get a firearm proficiency. So please add that to your character sheet as well.
Sweet.
One day you'll get Tinkerer's tools, but I think firearms will take precedence. Just due to the fact that you can attach rope to a grappling hook and eat it. Whoosh! Or better
Jesus
yet.
fucking Christ. Sorry, I don't know how to use Roll20 here. I'm working on it. Someday I'll learn.
One day.
I don't know what's happening here.
What else did you have in store for us? Did you want it to have any scenes with anybody?
There's going to be a scene with the Ozark, who's living in the warehouse with me on one of the days. That's probably sooner rather than later, in the terms that the shrine looks potentially broken due to a circumstance of events of people fucking around. So we may need to move it off site or just decommission it altogether.
They were planning to repair it, but now you want to move it?
Or if we have it in here, it needs to be locked down in a bigger way.
Ozark agrees with this. I think the Council of Ozarks agree entirely.
And I submit my post-action report of dumbfuck number 1 and dumbfuck number 2. We're working together.
Who doesn't love
They dropped a bar of mithril in there, and you should talk to CK about what he saw.
Who's CK? Ozark facetiously asks.
Sorry, Leishtung. Sorry, my brain wasn't working.
It's all that black powder entering your nostrils and rotting your brain.
Or that space cocaine from before that we were doing up on the pyramid.
Very true. Who doesn't like space cocaine? Ozark asks. The dumb fucks dumb fucked around and dumb found out. Oof.
So, couldn't stop them. They threw it in, but stood back, and it seemed to have broken the shrine a little bit, cracked it at the very least. But if you put bars of mithril in, you get lots of output from the shrine.
Yeah, that's one of the dangers. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find something real quickly.
Oh, you're fine.
Is this you? No, this is not you. We're playing the folder game, everybody. I've missed playing this game.
Sister Underground in the chat for auditing.
I keep track of folders. How many folders, John?
I'm trying to find out.
He's like,
this is my
favorite. A whole different
game.
dimension.
You have no idea.
I don't even know.
I just want to organize his folders one day.
You won't ever.
Well, have you showed him the gift I gave you?
The gift you gave me?
The images, folders.
God, I don't even. I'm gonna need to find those two. 1 folder, 2.
A one.
No, bro.
Are you here?
All right, well, John finds a folder. I'm gonna get water. It's not even my turn.
It's true. You are free to move around the cabin. Okay. Okay, no. No, where are you? Where the fuck are you? This nerd.
Too wholesome for folders, apparently.
True. Okay, I can't find it. Oh! Wait! Nope. Fuck. Fuck my day. God damn it. I thought I had it. That'd be really fucking funny. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at my own magical items now.
It's beautiful, John. Everybody liked it.
Meanwhile, for the audience, let me tell you about this knife I got right here. I bought it from a military and army store right here in the New York. It's brown.
It looks like
it's
cringe.
A 4-inch knife. This is the standard
It's
here
a
in New
big
York.
4 inches.
All right, we're losing him. He's fading, everyone. We ought to get back into D&D.
CK, get you some chips. Get you some chips, boy.
Nathaniel.
No, I'm not actually going. I'm playing like a Southerner character that's like, talking about my knife, and this is my YouTube video reviewing knives.
CK, focus up.
Walnut.
Taking a breath, CK.
I'm waiting for you to find the folder.
I found the folder. Nathaniel, is there anything else you want to talk to Ozark about?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We were talking about the shrine and how we're gonna lock it down, and like probably put, a box around it in the like warehouse or whatever to like
It's okay.
an entrance to it.
Honestly, it's just the book that they really care about. They can remake a shrine for like 1,000 gold. Who cares?
Yeah.
They have an entire city that they are taxing, right? With 3 million people in it right
True.
now.
Yeah, but those are toast bucks.
True. Nathaniel. Guess what?
It's your boy.
It's your boy, the Tyrant. He's calling for you. During winter, he will actually stop by your warehouse.
Unprecedented.
While you are surrounded by a space heater, because it's frozen solid all outside. Tulsa is known for this shit. Normally you try to work with people, but Nathaniel, you're becoming more and more isolated. And people are kind of worried that you're just waving a gun around at times. You've now sort of bunkered down. You're living alone in a warehouse, just in one of the fucking offices that you've redecorated to be your room. It's drafty as hell. There's so many glass windows are just freezing on both sides, and you're just trapped here. And then the Tyrant...
I love it, because my father's not being a shitbag to me,
True.
and no one's being a shitbag to me, so this is amazing.
But the cold bites into your bones. When suddenly, without even sending you a message, without calling you on your communicator, you suddenly start to feel warm as the Tyrant appears. Opens your front gate, closes it just as quickly, and then expands his magical aura to heat up the room.
Turn around from the workbench, there's hot bristling on my back of my neck, comes
True.
over. Oh.
You're just surrounded in 8 blankets and a space heater.
It's I have chopped up all the pallets to put into the heater that I carry around a little bit.
It's a wood stove. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The Tyrant looks around the place, this probably being a mess as it gets too cold to clean. And he just looks very concerned at you, Nathan.
A big beard at this point. I'm yes, hi, hello? Tyrant, what's going on? Welcome. Sorry, I didn't clean up. I didn't know you're coming. You could.
I heard you were isolating yourself, Nathan. I wanted to check to see if the power was on and give you a winter gift, but am I interrupting?
No, just working on tinkering away at. What if we could automate a grappling hook rather than having to throw it yourself? What if you could use a gun of some kind to shoot it somewhere? Oh man, that'd be great. You're limited by your arm strength of throwing it.
Why don't you just throw it?
And all of us aren't as jacked as you are, Tyrant. All right, we don't have the gusto that you do. So, what about the plebeian that wants to have more automated systems? That's what I'm working on. I show him the schematics. It's more like a psycho's scribblings, because he doesn't actually know any architecture design principles. Because I'm shedding blankets. Oh man, it's warm in here.
He looks at you like you're a madman. And that's just clear on your face.
Mountain man as well.
Mountain madman. And he sort of approaches, puts down a small purple box that has a white ribbon attached to it. The colors of Tulst at the moment. Sort of nonchalantly. And continues
the ring on his hand.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's unmistakable. Shaped like a crown. It must be a bitch to bend. There's a small purple gemstone that's just encased dead in the center.
Love it.
Yeah.
What's the occasion?
It's wintertime. Don't you? Is that not when you give gifts to people when you're trapped in the same house as they are for several weeks?
I mean, the gift would be just not beating me up for the night, but a present would actually be really nice.
Well, a happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I go to tentatively open it. He doesn't understand gifts. Nathan doesn't understand gifts. He doesn't know this pomp and circumstance of like the niceties that you could just give people a gift. Oh,
True.
okay, yeah, all right.
You open it up.
This right?
You unseal it. The wrapping is kind of part of the box itself, so you just lift up the lid. There's a tiny little postcard that says, to Nathaniel Sadiv, I heard that you had trouble grappling a man. Hopefully this will help. And you throw the card to the side, and you see an amulet. A thing as big as your palm that has a smooth circular pendant with a open hand without like the top finger. So it's like a tiger palm on just sort of engraved within. And the tyrant will explain that this is the Striker's Amulet.
Oh, wow.
When wearing this amulet, the wearer gains the following benefits. You have +1 to your unarmed strikes, which are considered magical to overcome resistances, not immunity. When a creature attempts to grapple or restrain the wearer, if they are within 5 feet of them, the wearer may use their reaction to make an opportunity attack with their unarmed strike. If not holding another on their body, the wearer's unarmed strikes become 1d6 base. Another weapon.
Love that.
For you,
Thank
these
you,
would
Tyler.
also count for sneak attack as well, since finesse. I think your
hands
fists
are
can...
finesse weapons.
Yeah. Fuck it, why not?
I think so. Are they improvised weapons? I'm not sure. They are now. At 22 decks, they are now. Sweet. This is incredible.
Don't know when next you'll need to infiltrate, but being armed without appearing as such is something that only trained monks can do. But monks are pretty instantaneously recognizable. This will let you not be defenseless when you are without a weapon.
Blending a little bit more.
Also, I'm pretty sure you can just kidney punch someone in the side and blow them up from like the middle of their chest.
Or at least knock them out.
Yeah.
Drag them away.
My gift.
This is incredible.
Violence. He just laughs.
Nathan gives this like knowing understanding of like, no, violence is the best gift. At least I can protect myself. You're giving me protection for myself. This is incredible. I haven't had this before, right? So he gives that knowing nod. They lock eyes for a moment. He's like, yeah, this is actually like really nice. Even though he's making a joke of it's violence, it's actually like hitting deep in Nathan in that, no, it's like
perfect.
Being able to defend yourself is incredible. And then I think we have a conversation further on, and then we walk back to the Pillar of Authority together, probably, because it's like, hey, Nathan, why don't you like...
Yeah, why don't you...
Fatherly moment.
Can you not freeze to death in this warehouse? That's drafty as hell.
Like, it's warmer than my home that I grew up in. Like, what's the problem, Tyrant? Tyrant's like, you can have nice things. It's okay.
You get taken, abducted to be with a surrogate military family. And your winter will kind of end there. Well, it'll just last for like a month or two, but...
The non-copyright version of Let It Snow plays.
True. Alrighty.
He's plowing the street as his heat wave like follows him up.
Yeah, basically. It's a very interesting thing watching the Tyrant in the middle of winter, where if it is snowing, that snow immediately sort of becomes water and then evaporates into steam around you. Because he doesn't like being cold.
And then I'll need to grab a drink and check on Mom, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Who's next? Nick, was that you?
I'll go. I have to... My mouse is being fucky. It's closer. Anyway.
You're good. Okay. Aurora the Paramour. Divorcee of a lich. Describe yourself for us, please.
Well, I forget how old I am right now. Hang on. There's been some weird shit. Alright, my actual age is 84. My present age is 71. Or it's the other way around. John, you can pick. I don't care. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm an old lady, and I don't like being...
You are old.
She is desperately in search of immortality. Clown makeup, long black hair, white streak. Oh, wait, hang on. I can do a thing. Skadoosh. I don't know how this camera's working. That way. Fuck.
Okay.
She is in desperate search of immortality, and she fucked up with her patron, so she has 2 goals during winter. One of which, after telling me that the warehouse is drafty, kind of fucks with things. Aurora was going to take a corner of the warehouse and make a small greenhouse and collect plants to bring to her patron as an offer of, I'm sorry I done fucked up, boss. So she's just going to take up a small corner of the warehouse. Nathan, this is fine. Oh, he's not even fucking here. He's totally cool with all of this, right? Yeah.
Nathan's gone. He got abducted by the tyrant, apparently. So when you go in there during the freeze with a bunch of glass panels...
you tear down some lights, you pull some lights over, like a
hello,
little incubator.
Knock, knock. Is this fine? Thank you. So I just set up while Nathan's not in there, apparently.
Oh, wait. Aurora, is this your first winter in Tolst?
Question mark, probably.
Neblator's Arsenal does not have winter. They live in a shitty wasteland that's always kind of hot, or at least arid. You may be freezing to death.
Could I not buy a giant Cruella de Vil-esque coat?
It
does not have to be made of puppies, but, like, if you've got one.
You definitely can, but even that is not enough. It becomes, like, Antarctica-level cold in Tolst. It goes from temperate climate all the way to the worst kind of Arctic climate during winter. Tolst is notorious. It's kind of cursed, honestly. And nobody really questions why.
Well, twice a day, Aurora can
Elemental
give you the
Bay.
cold.
Hell yeah. Good.
Oh no, wait, that goes the opposite direction.
Yeah, you
They
make
lose
yourself
resistance to that.
vulnerable.
Just
You
kidding.
freeze to death.
I read too fast. I'm sorry.
Aurora dies.
So much for immortality.
Rip.
Fine print.
We thaw you out from the carbonite. It's fine.
I realized my mistake and accidentally banished myself to a different plane.
There we go.
Hang on.
I
have to submit what level.
Is your winter spent in a demi pocket of non-existence?
Only for a minute.
Okay.
Because I come back. But it should thaw me out, right? If I get too cold.
Yeah.
Accidentally casting that on myself the first time. My bad. Reading's hard.
It is hard.
So I gotta get plants, and then I want to raid Ozark's library to find anything on immortality.
Okay.
And then I assume I'm gonna have an awkward interaction at some point with Tyrant because
you definitely will. Let's do Ozark's library, because Lady Flounce does not want flowers. She wants magical items untainted by the Tyrant's bullshit. Because basically 500 years of work got deleted in 6 seconds or so. By a misjudging. So.
Gamba, if you will.
You're gambling, yes. However, you can definitely raid Ozark's library. And unlike the times before, where you have a vague memory of someone watching the books, instead, you will find none other than... not Jerome. Lady Grasilia and her apprentice/protege, Gwellen. They will be spending most of their winter here, studying, specifically, ocean encounters, and what to expect from the Isles of Flavor.
What are we going to see on the ocean? In the ocean? Under the ocean?
They look at you. as you just suddenly appear from left field.
Hello.
Gwellen is a hooded and cloaked, stereotyped wizard or enchantress. Lady Grasilia is, I guess, not old like you are. Middle-aged woman from Maelstrom. Maelstrom? Yeah, there we go. I said that right. With a shock of white going through her golden hair. They look at you in surprise, your ghastly, murderous form, or older form, surprising them both.
Hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Fair. Oh, Aurora.
Yes. I
Lady
see you are reading on ocean things?
Yeah. They think for a moment. Lady Grasilia, I suppose, will talk more than her apprentice. And she will inform you that they will be more or less be acting as general staff for the Tulsa military in that theater come spring. Or come January, really.
It will be nice to have you working with us.
She nods, hesitant to give you the same reply.
What's going on? Aurora thinks to herself, looking carefully at the two people who are very being weird.
Are they? You want an insight check?
Yeah. I wasn't prepared, and my mouse is being funny.
Here comes a dump stat.
It's not super dump.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Hey-o.
Lady Grasilia and Gwellen definitely know what you did.
So the elephant is in the room, yes? No?
Yeah. I'm not sure if we should trust you, Lady Grasilia just outright sort of states.
Well, I'm not dead, so Tyrant has not yet ended me, which you know he is more than capable of. So...
Yeah, but... I don't know what you were planning to do, but you have gone around saying that you were enchanted by a fae for a while now? Or in the service of one? So now I'm kind of wondering where your priorities are. Can you be relied upon in the coming war? Or are you going to leave the moment your contract expires?
I need not prove myself to you. I will speak with Tyrant at some point. So, enjoy reading your book on sea snakes. I will go do some light reading of my own and fuck off. This was lovely. Ladies? Yeah?
Yeah.
This was lovely, ladies. European kisses. And she walks away.
You do it. Lady Grasilia will make the gesture as well, being nobility. Gwellen will not, because she is not nobility or cultured. As you share this space for an awkward time, what are you going to research?
Immortality. I need another out. I done fucked up my first one.
True.
Ozark's the only other immortal, and no one answers questions when I ask, so time to go hit the books. Uh-oh.
There's someone who will answer if you ask.
High is always good, right?
Oh my god. Aurora.
Be rolling high. It's another raid team session, boys.
This is the opposite of high. This is
even better.
The lowest you can go. It is sometime during winter. Likely in, Winter's Waiting or some bullshit like that. You are desperately looking for an out to this crisis that is your own mortality. And unfortunately, Jerome has taken interest.
Yes! Says me, the person. Oh no, says the character.
It is late at night. You are alone using either candle or torchlight as the power goes out during curfew. Even though this place is run by magic and not electricity, they like to simulate the state of the city to give it a more authentic feel that you're living in some place. And during one of these late night stretches of looking at necromancy and other sorts of supposedly life extending magics, a nail will sort of pierce your, not pierce, but like prod you in the head. As you turn around, on the opposite side of where you were poked, you will see a face slowly come into your periphery. This paled, hairless, very feathered man, I suppose, who seems to mostly be made of some sort of fiberglass material, lets out a screech of greeting and just screeches, "Hello, Aurora! How
Jesus.
are you?"
The fuck, Jerome?
Oh,
There are better ways.
no, there aren't.
She reaches at her heart. She's like, you could kill an old lady like me.
I sure could.
Ha 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 ha.
No one would notice. No one would care. What's it feel like being on the outside?
I will banish you. Do you? What do you need?
You can try. I have my one legendary resistance for the day.
Enjoy your counterspell, darling. Now, what are you here for?
Oh, I saw you were reading. Everyone's talking about the Fey Sorceress. But you're no sorceress.
Books on sea serpents.
No, you weren't.
You sure?
Yes.
Alright.
You are looking for secrets, I sense.
Isn't everyone looking for some sort of secret?
No. So many people are content with what they think they know.
So many people are not nearly as old and close to death.
Do you feel it gripping at your skin? At your bones? The eternal slumber?
Considering I have pissed off my boss and my patron, yes, I do feel death closing in.
Ooh. I remember when I feared. It's likely because you don't have friends.
Yeah. And you? Lamalgatum.
You're not good at being friendly, are you?
No.
You're not a very kind person, are you?
Not particularly, no.
I feel like we have a lot in common.
Did we just become best friends?
We can. Do you want to become a friend of one such as I, an immortal demon from hell?
What's another demon among friends, no?
True. He will offer you a handshake. Something that he does not offer many people, Aurora. You know, I may be distantly related by blood to a carrion feeder. But you know, we crows stick together.
Shakes his hand with page hand.
He feels your magical grip. It might as well be the same thing. He will turn it over. He'll even give it a smooch with his fully fanged mouth.
Or he'll go, ooh.
As you are my friend now, I would like to share something with you, but I don't know what you want. So I will tell you, in confidence, that knowledge is everywhere. And wizards, although cagey, often don't know jack shit. they are limited by their mortal perceptions. If you want true knowledge, perhaps seek something a little bit more otherworldly.
Understood.
With that, he will throw feathers into your eyes and vanish.
The fuck?
Around 17 seconds later, 3 combat rounds, if you will, an Ozark Simulacrum will come sprinting into the room, look around, and just point at you and say, "Did you see Jerome?"
No, I was busy reading on sneeze snakes.
Fuck. He looks around, casts True Vision,
chasing
can't see
him?
shit. He fucking broke out again. Just fucking runs away immediately.
I will cast Magic Circle if he comes nearby, don't worry. He is Fae? No?
The door slams shut.
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
Oh. Well, Aurora.
No?
True.
Otherworldly. Raid team has encountered otherworldly shit. Let me go back to the action reports.
You begin to head off into a new way of researching. Is there anything you'd like to do before your boy asks you a question?
Do I get to make a choice in the action reports? I think I have a choice between what? Iamon? The fairy? Don't we have the greater chemical? Isn't he some sort of not dead? He's a friend of ours, right? Can't I just go talk to him?
If you want.
Yeah. Let's start there.
You go to
That's an
seek
idea.
the greater chemical. His workshop is fully complete. It looks like the interior of a suburban house. It is disgusting, ordinary, white plastered walls, a little window that shows just the mountain, metal sinks, a refrigerator is running, there's this once a glass table that has been replaced with a singular stone. And man, is he the most physically alluring creature you have ever seen in your life, Aurora. He must have 20 in every single physical stat. He's jacked to hell. He eats nothing but the most healthiest foods ever. And he welcomes you inside. Quite
Hello.
suave, indeed. He does not seem nearly as autistic now that he is in his comfort zone. Hello.
I am in search of otherworldly creatures. You are otherworldly, no?
What? You can give an insight check right now.
Lightning twice. This is not a good stat for me.
Oh my god.
Just roll good, idiots. That's all you have to do.
The greater chemical is clearly physically human. However, you will only need to hear him calling his body his vessel once to realize that this guy is not from this world. He greets you quite comfortably. Hi, I'm the greater chemical. There is no greatest, but I am attempting to become it. This is my vessel. You are free to touch one time for free. Are you here for the menu of my services? They include body massages now.
Face, just right over the whole face and go, "Hello, darling." Nice
Oh my god. You start to feel out his chiseled jaw and cheekbones. God, you're like touching the David's Michelangelo. Or Michelangelo's David.
I think it's Van Gogh's Da Vinci, but, you know, you got it.
The, what's it called?
Pretty
The
sure it's
Raphael.
Splinter's Shredder.
There we go.
At some point...
An Adonis. A truly, truly attractive man. You touch his face. Oh, it's beautiful. And then he slaps your hand gently. That was your one.
Thank you.
Now, how may I help you? I'm running a business here.
I am trying to not die.
Oh!
What can you do to help me with that?
Well, we can start by changing your diet and getting you nice physical exercise. Do you have any...
I wish to not die.
Ooh. Well. Unfortunately, you are not... How do I put this? You're an inferior chemical? You're a lesser chemical. You will die. As you are.
No, I refuse to accept that.
How attached to you is your physical form?
I am more than willing to swap.
You want to swap your physical forms? Ooh, that changes things.
Why not? This is old and frail and rapidly changing age. I am unsure of how long this body will continue at this point.
At least
also
13 months?
Several people wish to have me dead, so new body cannot hurt. No.
Oh, he can actually tell when you are going to die.
Oh, that is neat.
Would you like to know?
Sure, darling. That is a fun number to know.
You have 16 months left before you will expire. Regardless of your magical juice you are being tricked by, I suppose. It's kind of like you're taking magical Botox.
Lights up a nice long cigarette that she still has left in her pack.
He immediately takes it out and it just says, "How dare you smoke in my presence?"
Sorry, darling. I'm going to die soon. What difference makes it?
I don't want to die soon. My physical vessel? I don't want secondhand smoke. No, thank you.
But immortality, is that just not new vessel acquire or no?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to rework. Come on, man. Do you know how long it takes to get this aesthetic?
No, but I would love to know.
It takes 14 years after the child form has been, subsumed.
Go on.
No.
Please.
I'm not going to do that. Not for free, anyway.
Hang on.
I sense and respect your desperation. All inferior chemicals should try to expand their chemicals as long as they can. I am the greater chemical, though, and I need not to do that.
So how do I do that?
How do you become like me?
Something like that, yes. I do not need to be chemist. I do not need to be anything. I need to not expire.
Have you considered undead servitude?
I'm in pact with a Fae currently.
First mistake.
Close.
Fae are not they're tricksters. They're charlatans. You cannot trust a Fae when it comes to anything they say. Can you repeat that back to me? I'm giving life advice for free now.
You cannot trust a Fae with anything they say.
Exactly. So there was your first mistake.
I hate that it rhymes. Now I can't forget it.
Well, it's a Fae slogan. Everything has to rhyme with those dumb fucks.
It does.
Look, first things first. Break whatever tie you got going with it. It's clearly a toxic relationship built on a lie. And then, I don't know, you want to become like a slave for all eternity?
I'm kind of already a slave for all eternity, so...
Well, you don't have to be.
Oh. Is that not option?
I mean, we're all slaves to something, right? That's how we're still in the game.
So what do? Step one.
Find something that can give you immortality. I unfortunately can't.
How have you gained yours?
My vessel is not immortal. He gives you a knowing wink.
But you are.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't think you understand how much I have searched for these things. You are rare. Well, rarer than most.
Mm-hmm.
And you are not fucking Ozark. Can we start
No,
with
I
that?
do not have sexual intercourse with that lich.
What? No, thank you. Especially
He's
this
not
guy.
into that. He's into other
creeps me
things.
out the most.
He does, yeah.
Never mind. I don't want to know what Ozark.
You don't want to know the kinky shit wizards get into?
No.
Oh, wait, you were married to one, weren't you? Oh, God. He starts laughing. Truly menacing laughter. Ah, wizards are the worst.
You gatekeep this secrets that you hold. I understand.
It's not
However,
so much I'm gatekeeping, so much as I'm not wasting your time with something you can't ever do.
So, I will die in 16 months then.
16 months, yeah. As you are. You may be able to do some health choices and get, like, 12 more, but...
Well, that's not going to happen. I am on the raid team.
Ah, well. If you value your life, quit. I'm pretty sure you're going into a war soon, right?
What difference makes it if I have year or 2 years? Might as well go out shooting, no?
I'm getting mixed messages from you.
You just finished telling me immortality is impossible, no?
No, it's possible, just not the way that I have it.
Greater chemical. I beg of you. I am at Vit end. The rope I have found end of as well. What can I do to not die?
Beg for servitude from a greater being?
I do the research. Raid team come across several greater beings. I went to you because you are friend. Is Eamon good choice?
We're friends?
Fairy, what hellacious stupid fuck creature do I need to go and betroth myself to now?
Do you know, oh, what was his name? Gorith?
Please tell me I don't have to fuck the airship that Igor is telling me is haunted by fire elemental.
No, elementals notoriously consume mortals. They don't really.
Fire
There's
seems
only
kind of
one
unfortunate.
guy I know of that is immortal, who is with an elemental, but I don't know if those two things are connected.
You speak of the Randy, no?
No. Who's Randy?
Do you not read the action reports? No?
No, I moved in here 2 months ago.
Oh, you should. They're kind of funny.
You're funny.
Ooh, no you.
Got him. I've been got. So, there's foul ones, verminous ones, there's some divines. You could go for the undead route. I don't know any Eamons, but I know of Duke
Jerome is here
or
and he gave
King
me
Gorith? Do you know King Gorith?
That is a name that has never come across my eyes. What is King Goris?
He was a, I don't know, a wizard who wanted to become a king, and then, like, everyone teamed up against him. It's not Hephaestus, not that guy.
Oh, see, that was the big bag evil guys that I thought you were referring to.
No, this guy was like a minor version. He was basically the guy living in his shadow. Think if, like, Harry Potter turned evil and wanted to become Voldemort. That's basically who he was.
Oh, like the Ebor.
Ebor?
Never mind.
Okay.
He's met Ebor.
Who's Ebor?
Interesting. So.
Do you want to become an undead?
Yeah, I read on Grimir. He seems lame.
Yeah, most undead are. They're kind of boring. But they live forever, right? They don't die forever.
Living, darling, as a skeleton bone man.
It sounds like you want your cake and want to eat it too.
Who doesn't?
I don't want to eat cake ever. It's super unhealthy for you.
It is metaphor.
It is pure sugar and carbohydrates. Skip that
But
shit.
everyone likes the idea of cake.
Would you like liver and spinach? Here. And he just hands you a Tupperware container full of liver and spinach.
Will this grant me immortality?
It will make you feel better if you keep eating it for like 2 months.
This particular one over 2 months?
No, you'll have to come back for more.
So you put me on diet.
Yes. Eat the liver, it'll help you generate more blood. And eat the spinach, it'll do something.
Can't I just drain blood from enemies to have more blood?
What if they're the wrong blood type?
I die slightly sooner.
For a person who wants to live forever, you keep throwing yourself into danger.
Me it's not possible. It's possible.
It is possible. It's hard. You're asking for the world here. You're a nerd. He kicks you out.
Thank you, darling.
Tell me if you want to do the surgery. And he leaves.
What? These people giving these runarounds.
Oh.
Awkward tyrant conversation?
Yeah. You're not gonna get an item, but
yeah, that
tracks. Yeah, let's speed through the tyrant conversation. Tyrant calls you one of these days while he's doing the rounds and basically asks, hey, are you intending to stick with us through this next year?
I mean, I have just found out that I am going to die shortly after the year.
Oh.
And you have not ended my life, which I, again, am unsure of.
I don't need to.
Bye.
Why? You're not a threat to me.
Sure. I have seen your power and seen how scared you have made my patron. That is more than enough for me.
Well.
I do not know where your power comes from, Tyrant. Mine comes from my Fae, and I must follow what she asks. I apologize if this betrays any trust of yours. I thought that any goodwill that I have achieved would hopefully outweigh my inconvenience to you.
The tyrant tries to think of what you've actually done for him. Can you remind John?
The Dryad got disposed of.
You killed a Dryad.
On the Isles of Flavor.
That was for your patron, not for him.
I spun it as for him. No one else knows it was for my patron.
Yeah, but he never asked you to do that, right?
No, but it did help, like, shut down some shit. And we had to do research, and that came up.
It crippled an economy that they're planning to take over. For sure. You gambled money, but it wasn't his money, so that's kind of a wash.
Money.
Yeah.
We helped bring back the new shiny airship.
Yeah. But to his knowledge, that was mostly Igor.
Sent the kid ahead.
Oh.
As opposed to bringing the kid with.
You did help him kidnap a child. That is fair. You saved Nathan's life. That means something to him. He does value Nathan more than you.
Fair.
Haven't broke any curses
question
yet.
Mark?
Yeah. There is a pause. You know, he's not nearly as mad at you as he wants you to think he is. If that makes sense. He's disappointed. For sure.
Bad.
Yeah, you're a little too old for that routine, though. So I guess he kind of just doesn't know what to do with you. He wants to trust you, but then you, like, did something. You intended to hurt something that he really cares about. And maybe he's just being petty for, like, a month or two. John's gonna roll dice. Let's see if his mood's...
High is good. High is good.
I rolled another natural one.
God damn it.
That's 2 nat ones in a row.
That tracks.
Aurora, I like you. I really do. But it's hard to know if you're ever going to tell me the truth. Trust has been broken. And I need to know if you're willing to... well, willing to die in this war. Because you're going to go into a team with 4 very... not hostile, but aggressive people who are going to commit many murders in my name. Or killings, however you want to describe it.
Tell you what. You find some way to make me immortal and I will do anything for you. However, everyone I talk to seems to have no fucking clue how to become immortal. Or they are not willing to share.
That is probably the case, yes.
I am very, very much nearing my deathbed. Greater Chemical knows when people will die. Are you aware of that? Or was he fucking...
No, I did not know that. He might be.
Well, either way, he provided me with a number, and that number is much lower than I want it to be. Significantly, years and years lower. I need an answer soon. I need to find either a way to stop this timer, continuing it forever,
Aurora.
or I will die. Very, very soon.
This may sound cruel, but we all have a secret countdown on our bodies the moment we're born. Gaining immortality, to my knowledge, is possible, but it is very hard and often involves harming great numbers of people. There is probably a reason why people are not telling you this.
So we are about to go on giant slaughter quest, no?
Yeah. To save the world.
Sounds like I will be harming lots and lots. Sounds like I have an easy out.
Maybe. Fortunately, I don't know this answer. The most I can do is refill that hit point gauge, your energy shield, when you are within 50 miles of me.
Thank you for not depleting that again.
You're welcome. This is not a form of immortality, but there are several people who I am keeping artificially alive by doing this. If I were to leave Tolst, around 32 people would outright die.
32.
Yeah. It'll only keep growing. But yeah.
Who is holding on for dear life?
Several of our elders who normally die during winter.
Please tell me you're not keeping Ozark alive.
No, he doesn't need me to do that. He's much too difficult to kill.
Good to know. I figured all you needed was immunity to magic missile, but apparently he knows other spells.
No. He's, good old Ozark.
That son of a bitch.
Anyway. I'm sorry I can't give you the answers you seek.
So, I guess I will see you at the briefing for the Isles of Flavor or something, no?
Yeah. Take care, Aurora.
Hmm. I hope I wake up tomorrow.
I do too, for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm. And then out the room.
uh,
Aurora's incredibly frustrated.
she is at that eternal bargaining stage, it would appear.
She shook hands with Jerome. Of the
Sure.
three, that was the most satisfyingly disturbing but progress-inducing conversations. She'll
Well,
revisit Jerome before leaving Tulsa.
his favorite song is You've Got a Friend in Me.
That will be fun, his accent.
Let's move on to either Lei Shang or Sil. Who wants to go first?
Let's end it off with Sil.
Oh, he did the not it thing first, Lei Shang. It seems like Sil's getting the venerable last spot. As he's desperately wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do to him for missing 6 months of time. Or should we take our first break here? I feel like we should take our first break. Guys, we'll be right back. Ooh. Hello, everyone. We're back without Eric, who died, unfortunately enough. CK, you're eating a brownie, and you are out of your gourd. So let's go ahead and just knock this out.
Great team.
Alright.
Lei Stung,
Yes.
the dog boy of the group, the hero, the man who has seen the future and the past all at once, coming at you super fast. What do you do during your winter break?
After I get out of my coma after exploding on the table, how long would you think that would take up of my time?
Your coma exploding off the table. You're gonna have to remind me. It's been 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I broke off a piece of my horn like a Chad. No man tear. Sucked it up and I put it on the table and saw into the asshole of like the universe.
Ah.
And I know a lot of things now about
Yes.
Tyler personally that I want to talk to him
Well,
about.
it sounds like you're gonna wake up within 1d4 hours and then probably immediately bum rush the tyrant in October, which is when that shit went down. In fact, political team dies on bridge. Raid returns on the 17th. Aurora Powers happens on the 18th.
John, say it right, failure team.
Did I hear that right? LMAO, I can't wait to catch up on the VODs.
Yeah. Well, they're all uploaded. Go watch them. So,
Yeah,
probably on the 19th is when this would happen, of October of the year 80. Also known as Fall's Harvest. So, you wake up, spit the brownie out of your fucking mouth, and then you charge the tyrant.
I'm not spitting it out. You're bugging.
That's fine. Yeah,
He
swallow
doesn't do it in game either. I don't fuck your narrative. It's my character. He's not spitting out the brownie.
Yeah, Nathan, learn to
Can I
fucking...
have the confrontation in the
It is his narrative, Nathan. Alright.
Hello.
Lei Stung. You wake up. Should I change the music? This is way too happy, isn't it? What sort of tone? Your horn is broken off. You just woke up. Are you enraged? Your dog is laying on your chest, trying to warm your heart, so you don't die. That's nice of him.
I'm gonna like cuddle the dog and then embrace and kind of scatter-eyed around the room for a second. It's like, whoa, I just saw a lot. I just saw like way too much, and I need to process some of the things I saw and some of the things I've experienced bodily and spiritually. For a minute, I think I'm gonna take today, and I'm gonna just lay down in the warehouse and any futon Nathaniel has.
I bring you a blanket because there's nothing on the warehouse.
Nathan, please.
Upstairs.
He gets to describe what you do. Okay, it's his story. Just like how you hijack all of my NPCs, he gets to hijack your PC.
He gets to jack me? Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's
Brandon.
jacking you right now.
You know, Nate, I'm a good. Trust me, I got this. You bring me on a futon and maybe a hot bowl of soup, and it's like, you please don't throw up on the floor. I'm really mad at you. But damn it, and then walks away.
That is what Nathan does in that moment. Word for word. Lei Stung, the day goes by after you sleep on a pallet and a bedroll that was already on your person. Your dog is there. He will drink with Nathaniel, because that is what they do together. They're drinking buddies. And then, the morning later, with your dog having a hangover and you having a horn over, you... I got him. I got Nathan. I got Eric. You will go and confront Tyrant. Is this the case?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find him. I'm gonna talk to him.
Well, it's
I'm
an
not
easy
enraged or
enough
maybe even
task. You're not angry?
I don't think I'm angry, but I'm madly impatient right now at this very
Well,
moment. It's not theory more than it is we need to talk. It's really serious.
Mm-hmm. You will find him in a council room with Ulathaean delegates, who at this point in time are still trying to suss out if he is going to be their king. which in the future you will come to know as, yes, he will become their king or else. But for now, he's being nice and cordial to his newfound vassals. You come into the room, an established vassal, and as a way of showing just how insignificant the tyrant thinks this process is, he'll actually take you as an excuse to get up and leave from the room like it's no big deal. So you're actually doing him quite a solid here with this political maneuver. He will exit, his bodyguard will follow him, he'll say, everybody just take like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go talk with my friend, my good friend, Leishdog.
Right.
He pats you on the arm, leads you out of the room, into the hallway, and then into a adjoining chamber, which seems to be like a fully furnished rest area for people to retreat to and discuss things in private. In private. The tyrant looks at you.
You're in a dining room and there's just other people here.
Yeah, you see this crown-like ring on his finger. It has a purple crystal or gemstone dead in the center. Kind of like a purple shard, if you will.
On his ring finger, you said?
His left ring finger.
His left ring finger. Okay. I see.
Lei Shang, what?
Oh,
How can I help you?
I may now know things about you that I don't know if it's public information. And where do I look around? Is the bodyguard around?
Yeah, she's staring dead at you. Like,
okay.
15 feet away at most.
I'm like,
in a small
I'm glad
room.
you're doing well. I'm so sorry.
Why don't you have a seat, Lei Shang?
Yeah.
You will take a seat. He will sit across from you. His bodyguard will stand at the door so no one can just barge in without meeting a falx blade to the face. And you will discuss things. What do you want to discuss? Do you want to do this in character? Do we want to hand-wave some things and then focus on a particular line of thought?
I think at part of the conversation, I want to do a little bit of RP.
Let's do it.
But I think, yeah,
What do you want the subject matter to be about?
I'm just gonna go over like the name. I know, Ishvatal, and
Oh, thank God you forgot the name. Oh,
Ishvatar.
oh shit! You did remember the name.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
I just was pronouncing it wrong.
That's fair. What do you know about Ishvatar?
I know. I know that she's like maybe alive because of it, and you may have him in your body or something, or something.
When you say she, can we not play the pronoun game?
Your bodyguard. I saw when you carried her.
Ah. Yes, she died. But she is clearly not dead.
Yeah, and you went and confronted someone who is half the reason that magic died somewhere on the planet some time ago.
The history's fuzzy on that one. I don't know this creature's existence like Ozark does. Ozark is a wizard and is extremely cagey about the things that he does know. He hides things from me, he hides behind his simulacrums, and has hidden himself away somewhere in the city to keep me from forcing answers out of him. So, know that before we continue this conversation.
Right, because I realize this is like...
You are not the only person to know this.
Well, I mean, how people know is just like because I had this information from the secret Smith guy who took away my clothes or something. I don't know.
What?
I was cold and with a dog and almost naked.
What? When
I was like not me, and I said, "Hey, 2 years passed," and we're like, "Okay." I guess he doesn't know how to use a calendar, and then didn't question like, wait, he kind of looks physically maybe a bit older, something, or whatever. Remember, Tyrant? Kind of remember that whole instance.
I
where he came
remember,
back
yes.
And rushed. The first time we met each other was me fucking pinning down Igor to stop him from killing Schmitty.
Thank you for that. Yes.
That's a season 1 callback for all you tentative watchers out there.
Address me, not Shade, okay?
So I don't know how important it is. So I don't know how important it is to you, but like I'm assuming that there's a plan going on here, right? Where after the Isles of Flavor, which is some type of tactical land advantage as well as freeing people and assumingly helping this weird god thing that you're a part of.
Yes.
Yeah. I imagine that we're gonna campaign probably against some baby clown town, if not some part of the world, in order to go find the secrets out on some things down south.
They are coming to us. I don't know if you realize that, but we are surrounded. There is a war camp north of Tulst, around 200 miles in the mountains. It has been growing, filled with rats, leeches, and a small cabal of clerics. We're not worried about them. But Thorazor is being pushed heavily from the east by a massive horde of mushroom-fueled boars, as well as Fresnoth and her sycophants from Destry. Alcazan is currently not under assault per se, but if Jerome wanted to, he could instantly betray us and likely do more bird shenanigans there, which he did originally. And the Isles of Flavor, we suspect, are in league now with our enemies.
Okay. I see.
We're going to secure our western flank, where notoriously rats and sea worms or leeches cannot exist in, because the ocean is an inhospitable, hostile place. So once we deal with that, we may be able to purchase more help from the southern states that are unaligned.
Mm-hmm. So our Thorazar's our closest like direct front.
Yes.
Okay. So the short term is to get that under control, but what's the long term?
I will not tell you that.
Once we're stable, as a force or power, and are we campaigning anywhere in particular? Are we gonna go to the forest of death?
Leishtang, I want you to ask yourself, or step inside my shoes, and consider whether I would tell you this information. We have many fights to face still before you need to worry about the end game.
All right. Okay. So short game. We clear our flanks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Man. Are you gonna use Ishvatar's power? That's what's gonna be used to fight against the angels? And
what do you mean use?
I mean, I would imagine that even though the history's fuzzy, there's some connection to get the kind of power that kills.
Leishton, give me an insight check. I know you're bad at them, but one of these days you're gonna roll good.
Insight. Let's hope today's that day.
Your dog
So
gives you advantage.
Well, if you're using Nathan still, you can use Lucky, right?
Leishtong, you think for a moment on this question. You may have talked over it and not truly comprehended it, but after like 3 sentences of babbling, you focus back on the word of what do you mean use, and think of an implication. What makes you think that he will use this in the future and is not currently using this?
The only thing I can have for that is that I don't know.
You don't know. Doesn't that suck, not knowing? Don't you hate mysteries and having to solve them? Don't you just want everything handed to you? The tyrant looks at you for a moment as you silently consider him, his existence, what he might be. If you were paying attention, you know that the tyrant is a homunculus. He is an artificial human. He's a designer baby, if you will. The question is, who designed him?
Yeah.
And as the tyrant stands up to leave, to get back to his meeting, where now he kind of looks like he's shirking his duties, he will pat you on the head like a dog and say, Leishtong.
Yeah.
Take care. Try not to overthink yourself into neurosis.
Listen. It's Tyrant.
Come on, Leishtong, I have a meeting, man.
Oh, fuck. Can I call it?
We can talk later.
Yeah, let's talk later.
Okay.
Maybe.
Also,
Today-
don't go
today
running
I'm
your
still
fucking
not-
mouth
still
about
not
what you
doing
saw. Just don't run your mouth. Look, I don't need to censor more people. And he leaves.
Alright. That went well, huh, Sentry? What do you think?
The dog stares at you.
Listen. I think I'm figuring it out now. I kind of want... I don't know. I'm starting to piece it together.
The dog stares at you in disdain, for you should have figured it out by now.
Listen, I know. I know.
Sentry begins to scratch at a nearby cabinet.
Hmm?
Sentry begins to scratch at a nearby cabinet.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you any of that.
Come on.
Listen, look at me. For real. Look at me, alright?
He looks at you. He's been looking at you.
When we met each other, you were alone. I understand what it means that you want me to do. I don't know, maybe it's what the dog wants me to do and that's just what you follow. But I get it. We can't have humanity die. By figuring this stuff out with the tyrant, we're gonna help humanity. And you guys won't be alone. You'll be able to help humanity. It's what's gonna happen. I promise you, I'm gonna help people. And they're gonna be alive, and you can be around them all the time. I understand now.
It stares at you, as a dog would stare at a person who is rambling at him.
Man, well, big dog, if you're connected in any way, I hope you heard that. I'm starting. I think I'm starting to get it.
You hear a far-off bark in your ears, like tinnitus.
What the hell? Does that sound just comes from any place distinguishable, or is it just like
It's in your head. Or it's the creaking of a wooden cabinet as Sentry bites into the small metal latch and begins to pull.
No!
Alright, we're gonna shift scenes now. What are you wanting to do during your downtime, during winter?
Well, now that Satan was all the way, I'm gonna be like, well, I think it's time to crack down on the books. I'm gonna go find an Ozark to teach me how to read and write.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna be necessary, because now I'm gonna have to just start writing things down, because everything almost makes sense, and I can't organize it in my brain just alone.
Everything almost makes sense. I'm sure with several Ozark simulacrums, a Jerome, and intelligent people around, you will get a rudimentary understanding of Klovisa Common, which is known as Common. You can now read and write by the end, or I guess the start of January.
Oh, yeah.
They hand you like a second grader's diploma of graduation. Like, you now know how to read at the second grade level. Congratulations.
Can Igor read with his new helmet?
The helmet does not translate words, if that's what you're asking.
I thought the whole raid team was literate for a minute. Never mind.
No. Okay. Anything else?
I to my mom. I run as fast as I can. Tears
oh,
in my
baby Leishtung, he's finally getting his education after living on the streets. Oh, you know, I don't know if you remember this because you got hit on the head so much, but you graduated from grade school. You used to know how to read.
That was before the drugs and the gambling.
I'm so sorry. Come here, babe. She gives you a most motherly hug. Oh, my big boy, so strong. Okay.
An angel got its wings. A young man learned to read yet again.
True.
The spirit of toast and winter nights.
Very true. All right. You learn how to read during your downtime. Is there any other conversations you need to have?
Besides reconvening with Tyrant about this stuff and how best, like, I want to be able to help more. I want to be able to mobilize people more to get this, because it seems like our task force, I think we can get shit done.
He is relying on you to do so.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Learn to read and write. Go on my studies hard. Fighting Sentry in this cold doesn't...
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who has the Pipe of Insight? What happened to that thing?
That might still be on Chad's sheet.
Well, fuck.
I'm checking.
You have access to him? Yeah, you do.
Yeah. He's not dead. Yet.
Did he not give it up? With the Ring of Protection?
That must have been in the pile. What was... Hang on. I had a note on the bio.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's incredibly old notes.
Is it not in Matol storage? What happened to the Pipe of Insight?
It was on the pile of Chad shit that we were trying to recount and audit. That didn't get written down, apparently.
RIP. Well, CK, as Leishtung's gift, you're not gonna like it. But the Tyrant wants to give the Pipe of Insight to your best investigator. The dog.
Oh my fucking... Why can't you just keep substance out of his mouth? You don't understand.
He seems like a magical dog able to enjoy tobacco. And also, he is your best investigator. If he knows how to smoke a pipe, who are we to stop him from enjoying, you know?
All right, listen. All right, you know what? I'm going to stop you right there. Before you give it to him, at least let me go buy a monocle and a hat for him.
Go for it. We already prepared one ourselves, but if you want a different one...
Oh, wait, no. Well, does it have the right colors?
We had a bowler's cap. Not a
bowler's cap
top.
Is fine. No monocle?
Okay. No, well, we have glasses, but they're like fake.
We gotta go get a monocle.
We'll go break off half the glasses, okay?
Yeah, we'll just get them.
Okay. And
that's his Christmas present. You know what? Here's some substance.
We're gonna dress up your dog. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. You can add that to your sheet. It basically gives you advantage on an insight roll for an hour. Or an investigation check. I'm forgetting it. But okay. Well, last, but certainly not least, we've got Syl. Syl, you've been doing some things behind the scene this entire time, but could you please re-describe your character?
Well, yes. Thank you for asking. I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
Once I remember him. No. No.
He's desperately pulling up his character sheet right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mostly pants. No, it's just a warlock, you know.
Just
living in a warlock world.
Uh-huh. How tall is he?
6 foot.
How what color is his skin?
Casper white.
What color are his eyes?
Blue.
How old is he?
34.
What's his hair color?
Was your birthday yet?
Well, you know, it's just a small town girl living in a big old city.
Yeah. Does he have wings?
He does.
Where are his wings located?
No, we fixed it. He had plastic surgery.
They're on his hips, right?
No, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? They glow when you activate them, so you can fly around like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fly around through his asshole.
True.
I have a pseudo dragon.
You do have a pseudo dragon. What's his name?
His name is Steve.
Steve. Who could forget good old Stev?
Yeah. It's
Stev, the pseudo. Stefan?
Yeah, it's French for Steve.
Well, you, with your magenta fanny pack, your very schwiggity-schwooty robes, your intoxicated stench of gin, and other sorts of moonshine, bathtub whiskey? I don't know what you're actually making anymore.
All the above.
Wow.
We're actually branching out.
I see. You even have a Bog Warriors belt. It's a beautiful belt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I've also given away a lot of things.
You sure have, but that's fine as well.
I'm a generous person.
Daddy's juice. That's what you used to call your drink.
Daddy's juice, that's true.
Happy juice or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, Daddy's happy
juice.
Yeah.
It's all slowly coming back, right?
Just like Celine Dion said.
It's true.
It's all coming back to me.
Syl, what
have
you done in these, 6 months you've been gone?
Contemplating.
Suicide?
All of the above?
Jesus.
No, honestly, I've been trying to figure that one out because I was restricted for a while. I think we had a midlife crisis. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You were just watching people die left and right. You fought this giant abomination. Does anyone remember the last mission Syl was on before he was like, nope, fuck this?
He wasn't casting spells on like Ebor, and they were like flying around together at a mountainside. I don't remember the mission, but it was right before I got
Was
here.
it Eamon and her curses?
I would think
Yeah,
so.
I
I think so.
I feel like that's
The
the right.
flying was the elemental, so that tracks with Eamon.
Still, sometimes people just had enough. Like, you have been through some shit. And then a few weeks ago, you get a knock at the door by a very handsome, well-meaning gentleman who asks if he can take that Eternium crystal. He explains the situation that someone can reactivate that
Eternium.
the Randy creature. You know, the big flying temple that Piddle's Wetspot threw down into a cauldron or a volcano.
Yeah. And then, crap, I think still goes back even further. Yeah. But, after coming back, trying to figure things out, had a little me time. I went eat, prayed, loved. Mostly ate.
Yeah.
And I just realized something. If someone forgets how to read, does that make them unread? Or read?
If someone forgets how to read?
Yeah, because present tense is reading. But past tense is read. Oh, I read that. So if he forgot how to read,
What the fuck?
He's read.
They take the Eternium crystal, throw you 5,000 gold. No.
That's the middle life crisis he's been having.
Yeah, they throw you 2 mithril bars or something. That each weigh 10 pounds. Massive, heavy-ass money. Just, there you go. And they take the Eternium crystal and then give it to someone, probably a weird red lizard man. As you are too strung out to argue with them. Or to even contemplate it. I think it is... God, fuck, what's the calculation on that money?
It was a lot. We did it.
Isn't it 5,000 a brick or something? Or is it 25,000 a brick?
That was 25.
10-pound brick.
It's
10-pound brick each one.
So each pound is 50 coins. So 10 pounds per coin, or 10 pounds times 5.
I haven't
No,
put
times
enough
50.
conversions to do math yet.
That's 50. So is that 50,000?
No, 50 coins to the pound times
500 coins.
500 coins,
Times
which is
2 is 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
Of
and
mithril.
Thank God we have a teacher.
And each one...
The gold equals what?
It's 5 to 1. So
5,000.
Or
right.
1 to 5? 1 mithril coin is worth 5 gold coins. It's half the worth.
20,000 gold then, right?
That sounds right.
No, 25,000.
Okay.
Didn't we just... Hang on.
500 times fucking...
So it was 2,000 coins. 2,000 times 5 is 10,000. 10,000 gold.
Oh, yeah. So 10,000 mithril coins, and then you convert it to gold.
Guys, are we just retards?
Stop. You're converting too hard.
Yes, I am.
1 bar.
I see.
10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
1 pound was how many?
50 coins.
50 times 10, 500.
Yeah.
2 bars, 1,000 mithril coins, times 5, 2 gold, 5,000.
Yes.
10,000. Sorry, 2,000 coins times 5, 10,000.
1,000 coins times 5.
Yeah.
5, it's 5,000. This is why we never do math on stream. It's worth 5,000 gold. Please take it, Sil.
The funniest
this is a stupid... We're not even the ones who are high, guys. We're just failing at doing simple math.
I don't have it written down.
Devin is just sitting tight. He's just like, I'm not getting involved at all.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna...
You're the inventory guy. Fuck you.
There's nothing to write down for him yet. Calm down.
Yeah,
Calm down.
I get told the numbers and I write them down.
Still, please add 2. Fuck! I'm fucking it up now.
5,000 to 2
5,000 gold worth of mithril on your sheet. Or 20 pounds of mithril. Jesus Christ.
So is it 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
I love you all.
I'm not doing the math again. Fuck everyone. I'm done.
We're good. We figured it out. I did math wrong the last time we met.
How much is it worth in total?
5,000.
Mr. Bar, if I know your email.
Yeah.
5,000. No, I wanted to make sure it wasn't 5,000 per, or if it was just 5,000 total.
Total.
It's in total. So 2,500 per bar.
Gotcha.
We did it.
That was
rough. Okay.
that was cringe.
Oh yes, just that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But life's going, but we came back because really realized that, fuck it. In the end, nothing matters. We're all dust in the wind.
True. You also have this really crazy vision that's like psilocybin induced. And basically you dreamed of the end of the world. And you're like, yeah, that was terrifying. And you're like, all right, time to go. But we're not going to look too deep into that.
Nope.
Because that would just do Lei Stang too many favors.
I had Lei Stang IRL had that dream like 2 nights ago.
Well, welcome, Lei Stang, to my inner hive mind. I'm in your brain and in your walls.
Yay! I like that. That's fun. You'd look funny on the wall.
Sil, you're offered your position back. You went on medical leave. You can come off whenever you want.
Well, I might get off now. I might try to get off tomorrow too. We're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12-step program. We gotta take one day at a time. But
what happens when you hear that Piddle's wet spot is working for the Tyrant? Do you care?
No,
your old
bitch
friend
hasn't talked to me in a while, so no, I don't care.
Oof. Didn't you make an oath to remake a moon together?
Yeah.
Is it sad that he just got fucking yoinked out of the world? He apparently got kidnapped by wizards.
Lucky bastard. I went to Nam.
You went to Nam? He's lost, boys. He's in a different world right now.
No, I just thought it would be funny, like, oh, he got to go away and he got to live his vacation while I lived in hell. Went to Nam.
That's your bar's
that,
name,
my friends.
Nam
is where he rides the Ford.
Time is a flat circle. I agree.
Time is a flat circle, Sil. And as you make booze and bring it with you, now that winter's over, is there anything you want to... Yeah.
I feel like he would have just been training, getting the kinks out.
Yeah, you've just been kind of hanging out for like 6 months. You Eldritch Blast, you Sickening Radiant someone who's like, what the fuck, man? Now I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that's how I met my ex-husband.
Thanks for that Windows update.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Chloroform? No. Anywho. The sickening radiance of our time.
Chloroform. Okay. Well,
honestly, I would figure that would just be it and try to get whatever experience points is deemed worthy of me.
You get 5,000 gold instead.
I'm a lot of drunk healing in the armory as well.
This is true.
Ooh.
There are many things in the armory, but we will get to that here in a moment. Because now it's time for it to officially be See this calendar, boys? You see this? This has all of your information. It's gone now. You want to see what it's being replaced by? This chonker of a thing.
Dun, dun, dun.
IRL folders.
IRL. This massive spiral has much information on it that I should not show you. So
Screenshot.
The glare was so bad, no one would ever be able to decipher.
Good. I'm glad. Guys, welcome to Winter's Warmth, as we change the music entirely.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
With all this monies that I have procured throughout the time, what can we be looking at for to like invest my monies or do something?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because as soon as I tried to respond, you ripped off your headset.
No, I had gotten the warning that it was about to die, so I needed to plug it back in. Sorry about that. I was like, oh.
Oof. Well, I'm glad you asked that. There are indeed things that you are going to be wanting to invest in quite soon. Specifically in Shore. Because that's where you guys are heading. The unofficial name / code name of this colony now.
Official name.
Yeah.
Unofficial. On the 31st of December, also known as Winter's Waiting, you all gather. This is the first night of the moon's sabbatical. For the next 5 days, it will be gone. And once it returns, that will be the start of the new year. In this time, while we're in basically 5 days of the smuggler's moon, the tyrant is beginning to move many people towards Shore. Several thousand. It seems like he is pulling out the brakes. John checks his notes. During this time, much voting is taking place as well. Anyone who is a Toll citizen may vote for their new council, who will take over for a year to run the city. Most of the councilors are sort of based along pro/anti-tyrant lines during this year. But none of them are anti-war. At this point, everyone has bought into the fact that the Confederation is dead. And if Tolst abandons its allies, it may just crumble immediately. It's weird being a city known for its democratically elected leaders to now have the tyrant, a king, as their de facto faction leader, who has extra legal powers, who runs a military, and is actively ordering it around now, just kind of out of nowhere, and is about to invade another country. Many councilors are still on board with him, though, because the results from the past year speak for themselves. Toll's population has quadrupled in size. Oh yeah, what's up?
Has the tyrant said how many Nazis are inside the Island of Flavors yet?
Not yet, no. That's going to be the next step. Don't you worry. That happens on the 4th.
Got it. Okay, nice.
We're not even on the 1st yet.
Oh man.
There are many reasons to still doubt the tyrant. Just due to the fact that he is a autocrat. He has super legal powers in his home city that used to not be run by a dictator.
Does he shut down the lawsuit against Ozark?
No, he actively is funding it at this point. Once it became clear that the Discovery team, one member of their team named Yugu, had lost all of his funding for the lawyers, the tyrant stepped in and is now funding them in Toll's bucks. It is the funniest shit anyone has ever seen, because it's literally their two chief magical casters suing each other at this point. It's going to probably be like the trial of the century that is a complete farce. It's going to be a carnival.
Is there Jerry Springer in Klovisa?
No, there's
no,
not.
not Jerry. What's another Jerry adjacent? Judge Judy?
Judge Judy.
Yeah. There is no
Maury.
Judge Judy.
Maury
is a judge.
There is a Maury.
There is Maury, yeah.
Oh my god.
Very true.
Who's Maury Povich?
But also the Discovery team has to leave soon, so Yugu kind of has to get taken off the case, no matter what.
Fucking amazing. Thank you.
No problem.
No,
On the 1st of January, during a evening gathering of the task forces, as everyone more or less either signs up or says, "Peace out, Chief, good luck. I don't want to die in a war." Damn near everybody stays. Including all the reservists who have been slowly activated over the course of a year. Initially, it was just 3 teams. Now it's like 10. You don't see them. You don't hear about them. They are clandestine in nature. And sometimes you'll see a report. Specifically about like ultra murder violence, where Chad is. Because Chad's a loudmouth. He just wants people to see the after-action reports. He apparently fought a dragon, guys. It's hard to imagine a real dragon, yes.
Igor's so mad. Igor's so mad.
Get fucked, Igor.
God fucking damn it.
Said the alternate version of myself.
Living my dream, Chad. God damn.
Yeah. He now just wears a cape of dragon scales. It's rather sick and fashionable. Along with everyone else.
Steal it. Igor's gonna try to steal it.
You can't steal it. He's too fast. He outruns Bam Bam. He's just gone.
Literally go next to him, use my aura of fear, and make him stand still.
Bro, you wish.
We aren't doing PvP with a character not in play.
Chad versus Igor. Let's
kill Aurora and Chad can come back, okay?
I think Chad's immune to whatever you just did to him anyway.
Oh, is it? Fuck.
Next on the list, as the 1st rolls around and people are being deployed, getting their orders in advance to speed up the process of being ordered into war, the 1st happens. Everybody reassigns themselves, says, yeah, let's keep making money, let's get super powerful, you trust in us, we don't want to fail you. And then there are the other people who are the shitbags who are like, I'm in it for gold. I have like 50 pounds of platinum in my bed sheets that I sleep on every night. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Tyrant's giving a lot of violent people the opportunity to make a lot of money. And then, during the evening, during the night, when the moon fully rises, starting the 1st of winter's warmth, there is an assassination attempt on the Tyrant's life. Shadows come into being, surprising basically everyone in the court. They wound him. His blood hits the floor at one point before they are absolved in magical light. You will hear this after it happens. Combat lasts like 6 seconds in this world, guy. Only a few rounds. It ends as soon as it begins, basically. And when word spreads, you are all told to shut the fuck up about that. No one is allowed to talk about that outside of their unit. There is an official gag order. Historically, to the world, the Tyrant did not suffer a wound, nor was he injured, nor was there an assassination attempt. And they shut down any attempts for individual investigations. The next day, on the 2nd, Tyrant makes a public declaration during the councilor's address. I think I wrote that down and posted it in Discord if you wish to see it. It is more or less him denouncing the Isles of Flavor and their Archon. This is the opening bit to his war strategy and what will truly kick off the war. I'm making sure I actually wrote that down. God help me. I don't want to play this game. I have to play this game. There we go.
How many folders?
I'm looking.
It's in Discord, dude.
So
it's in
good.
documents.
It's in Discord, but it's not in my document.
News Conference.docx.
Yeah. I just don't know where the fuck it went.
Can't you just click the Discord link? And end up downloading the same file somewhere on your computer and then delete it later?
Okay, I just typed it in my search bar. We're fine. Why is it in protected view? What the fuck?
Because you probably shared it.
Yeah. Probably. Essentially, he denounces the Archon, Fezre. Some of you have met. And tells him that states that he is a bitch motherfucker. Who enslaves his people for no real reason when, 6 dryads can do all of the, agricultural stuff. And he just has, 40,000 people in slavery for no reason. This is a massive blow to Fezre's political/foreign prestige. Especially because everyone who is still around, that is a city-state, are looking at Tul's political moves right now. The following day, after he has declared war on Fezre, the person, not the state, pulling a good old Saddam Hussein, if you will, the Forge of Alvin denounces the Tyrant of Tolst. The Overlord, Anna Sun, as she is known, states that Tyrant is now what everyone has feared he would be, a warmonger who is solidifying his territory and taking over the Confederation. She states that, basically verbatim. And then, that's it. She's just publicly denouncing him. The following, Tyrant makes his own response later that day as well, and calls the Forge of Alvin cowards for not doing what they should have been doing the entire time, which is acting as the shield of civilization, regardless if Cantelar is ordering them to do it or not. Turning his warmongering into moral ethics. During this time, the task force the next day the task force is truly deployed. His army moves out first, the task force stays around for 3 days, and then they begin to head to their destinations. The political team, known as the failure team now, heads to Thorazor in the east. The discovery team heads far to the south to Ugarest on the Judgment of Longing. And you all take the Xenos Betrayal all the way down to Shurshore, which
Is
we
Bojible
now...
driving?
Bojible is not driving. Bojible will be coming in later. Don't worry about Bojible.
Barnaby fuckboy who's driving Xenos Betrayal now.
Yes, Captain Long John Coppers is in charge of Xenos Betrayal. Welcome,
Another
everybody.
one of my old crewmates, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He inherited the position.
He's not as good as Bojible. I would
No,
make
he's
sure to
not.
let him know. I'm pretty sure he
Additionally, on this airship is Suki, who is suddenly a arms... what is her actual role? Master of Arms on the Xenos Betrayal. Xenos Betrayal has been given a new weapon, a undercarriage. Basically, they have cut out a massive hole in the hold to drop a singular big-ass bomb. Think like air torpedo. So, additionally...
Big dumb bumblebee.
Yeah, you lose out basically on most of your hold space, which is unfortunate, but you get a massive bomb that will let you potentially down a frigate, which is very nice. Where is my music? Here we go. Let me describe Sure Shore real quick.
It's going more, guys.
Sure Shore has... I want to say... Oh, man. Hang on. Where is year 2? Year 2. Isles of Flavor. Okay. Whew. Man. You guys ready for information?
Yeah.
How many folders?
None. It's right here. It's just an open document. So, this massive war camp, for it's the biggest war camp you guys have probably ever seen in your lives, has roughly 30,000 people within it. In a very small area, cramped in tents, there are 17 transport ships. There is the Pride of Cancelar flying in the sky, that big-ass battleship that Igor swears is his. Captained currently by Admiral Bojable. As well as... Where are you? Where... John? Did you fuck up? Yeah, I did fuck up, huh? No, I didn't fuck up. What the fuck? Oh, okay, I know what I'm missing. That's it currently. Lady Grasilia is currently in charge of this expedition, along with her apprentice Gwellen and her bodyguard Badger, which you may remember, Igor, for that one guy who beat your ass a long time ago.
Dad remembers.
Yes, yeah. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. So as you dismount and head on over to the main camp where Lady Grasilia currently is ordering people around with Administrator Shaluter, that halfling guy, if you remember him.
He's where Ozark can't harass him anymore.
Yeah, he is. He got bullied, and he just lives here now.
So is this our house? Who's looking around?
You look at this fortified encampment. It is mostly made out of stone foundation, which has been risen up during this year by either Galder's Towers or just by good old-fashioned hard labor. It's fortified by extra wood. There are workshops, little storage rooms. Most of the supplies are in this walled area. There are 4 anti-air gun batteries on each of the turrets. There are several 1,000 people currently guarding this place. And it is like walking into a city of armed individuals. It is quite something.
We did so this. All our hard work.
See, this is our NFT paying off.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
You guys walk in. And, like, you own the place, I guess. Well, describe to me. You're all armored up. You're kitted out. You have whatever we're going to retroactively get from the armory next time. What's it feel like? You're walking side by side with Syl, a person you've never met or you are just meeting?
Aurora's never been to Shore, right?
No.
Interesting.
Igor is definitely full of pride. He helped to create this.
It's true.
Yeah, Igor knows Syl more than anyone else.
Syl hits Igor's back of Igor's head and starts walking off with the song.
Dun. What song are we doing?
Can't remember what it was called, but yeah.
Oh.
Basically, I'm walking off like I'm a badass. And I know it with like
Mhm.
badass music playing in the background.
True.
Well,
Sil, do you feel like you've deserved this, or?
Oh, 100%.
Well, that's Igor for sure. But what about Sil? Is this unjustified, just pride for no reason?
I think we're just finally at one of those stages in the of denial. Get cocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
Well, look out
Leishton?
for-
And
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm just jumping around the cameras.
Yeah, I knew Gorgor more longer than I knew Sil, I think, in character. So I'm like, hey, nice to see you again. And go out for a handshake. And I have a dog now. I think you've met.
Yeah, aren't you like number 2? Didn't I thought I numbered you.
I'm number 1.
No, honey.
Igor is definitely
No,
number
you're not.
1. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I
No,
remember,
I think I
the
was number
action-
3. I'm
The
definitely
action
number 3.
report had the genome at number 1, if I recall correctly.
No, it was the numbers were when we were gonna die, and so he put me
You
as
can't
number 1.
read, darling. You can't figure out lists.
He
sorry.
told me. He told
got-
me.
And you didn't get lied to, then? No?
No,
Okay, I'm sure, darling.
thank you.
Sil, I am Aurora. I have heard much about you. It is a pleasure to meet you, darling.
It's like an old German hag, and I love it. Like an old
Vaguely Eastern
German-
European, yes.
Oh, I was just going off of the fact that you just sound like an old, like, German drag queen. What the
That's basically who she is. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Aw.
really what the vibes I'm getting, and I'm for it.
Sil, you
Alright.
look at an Eastern European drag queen. She's beautiful.
In clown makeup.
In beautiful clown makeup.
Drag Juggalo.
But
It's beautiful.
are you not Warlock 8 now?
Oh, this is old, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. You got some
Update his
level up
memes.
to do.
I'm on the.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's a lot of new faces around here, John. There are faces I haven't seen before. And last
Oh,
I knew,
yeah.
there was bullshit happening at Shore where we had an infiltrator. So I don't trust a goddamn any one of these people.
There sure is. And one of the reasons why the main camp is so secured with a permanent guard of 300 people of at least level 4s walking around on patrol is because there have been saboteurs. For the past 4 weeks or so. Whenever piracy started to become a real big problem in the ocean, is when things started to go awry quite quickly here. Infrastructure would fall apart, storage stuff would suddenly collapse, there was a big-ass fire at one point, a massive case of arson, one of the wells turned out to, hit some animal died in it and poisoned the well. Luckily, Schluter is competent. He is not an idiot by any means. What he has noticed is more of the locals seem to be getting a little bit more agitated on the south side of the river for reasons unknown, to the point where they don't even bother going over there anymore. They don't need the woods that they have been chopping down for their airfields, because there are 2 airfields that have just been churning out ships this entire time of transport airships. That's where most of these airships have come from. Yeah. So when you guys come down the airship terminal tower, this stone behemoth, the first thing that was truly built over here, how do you guys feel? Like badasses? Like soon-to-be conquerors?
Oh yeah.
Concerned citizens?
Oh yeah. Ready to
Boy,
fuck some shit up.
once this is all done, we're gonna be mayors of this town.
Boys, this is
Yeah.
an adorable little town. Did you really build this yourselves?
We made it all ourselves.
I am so
It's gonna
proud
be
of you.
Vegas 2.0. There's gonna be
know.
a casino
Hell.
there, a strip club there.
Verville, I assume
I'm in
you-
good with like this Greek god guy who sells cocaine. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, he's coming. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be party central.
Hell,
You've been to Clown Time. You've never been to Party City.
We don't talk about Clown Town. No.
And we don't talk about Bruno.
Sorry, I didn't
fuck
mean.
that
No,
place.
I actually didn't know about Audrey's. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
He's fine.
What about you, Eric? Or Nathan, excuse
I
me?
just let them continue to like walk in front of me, and I just like kind of just I'm not with them, and I start
Yeah.
talking to the guards that are there.
Hey, what's up?
from blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
We're
you
from-
and
we're from
everybody else.
Tulsa.
Duh.
Yeah,
It'd be kind of weird
John.
if you said a different location, though. We're actively looking for saboteurs, and if you just came out and said you were from some random place, we'd have to, like, investigate.
yeah, for sure. Is there anyone to watch out for that you guys have leads on?
No.
Not that he would tell
Alright,
us.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Do your duty, citizen! He salutes you.
Wait.
Oh.
I salute him back.
John, I forgot. Do we have a house here? Because I remember at one point we were gonna invest a bunch of gold to build a house here.
Well,
Did we do that or no?
can you
We
do
were
that
not
right
allowed-
now?
No, did we do that? I don't
No.
know.
We're not
No, we
allowed
didn't
to.
do that.
It was not
No money was added. This was a soon-to-be war camp, and they didn't want you guys fucking with the infrastructure. You had better
Even though
things
we
to
fully
do.
funded it, even though it was fully funded and
It was-
operational by us and stealing an airship.
You funded the airship terminal.
Oh yeah.
founders.
fully.
Yes, the names of the people who donated it are engraved somewhere. You're not sure exactly where.
We got a platinum plaque because we're the top Patreons.
You get carved into a stone, which will later become a statue, maybe.
If anything, if it was donated by us, it should be carved into a mithril brick that we never used.
True. Unfortunately, you kept all of your mithril until it was stolen.
Perfect.
You
Just like they do
enter-
it in all of the RPGs.
True.
Just keep everything.
Hoarders to the end. You are the real dragons. You enter this big-ass building, which is a flurry of activity. People are running all over to and fro as you come to a now uniformed Lady Grasilia, Gwellen, and that son of a bitch Badger, that short, scrappy guy, seemingly made of muscle with black hair just all down his like front and back. He's just the hairiest dude you've ever seen, and a streak of white that runs from like scalp all the way to the back of his tail. He is called Badger for a reason. He's this weird half man, half badger guy.
Hello, darling. I am Skunk. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yo,
What?
Badger, I come dab Badger up.
Lei Stung! He comes
Yo,
to do the,
Lei
like, he
Stung.
grabs your waist and lifts you up.
Uh,
Igor
He's
just
short.
looks at him. Igor just looks at him and
He
goes,
ignores
"Badger?"
Igor entirely. He's
Wow.
yeah, you guys understand. Badger can pound the way to the drinks, bruh. I've seen it. He's a monster.
You know it, bro. They look at the very professional wizard or sorcerer and enchantress, and then Badger realizes that he's fucking up, and he stops his buffoonery. Nice to see you, Lei Stung. Good luck.
Yeah.
And Lady Grasilia will begin to speak about your future deployment, since you are kind of their roamer unit. You're like the designated reservists. But we're going to have to discuss that next time on where you're going to be, where you're going to go, and what sort of plot line you're going to follow. Ooh. Will you be the tip of the spear? Will you be back here supporting the front? Who knows?
The butt of all jokes. Oh no, that's political team. Sorry.
Yeah.
True. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me on our new year. Brandon,
is
welcome
there
back.
somewhere we can find you? Is there a new place we can find you on?
No, not yet. Soon.
Okay, soon.
What about your only feats?
I don't have only feats, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's where you can get all your feats for your character. Yeah.
Many things are currently in the works. So, guys, wherever you are, I hope you're happy, healthy, wise, and not dead. Just don't fucking die.
For me, Christmas all along.
True. Very true.
I can't wait to fuck around and somehow come on top. As we always do.
That's what Bran likes to do.
I feel that.
I
feel that. I always fuck around until I'm on top.
Oof. Well, these fuckers don't have links to hype, so we'll be seeing you guys.
I do have one.
Oh, shit.
I started streaming.
Oh, fuck. Guys, follow fucking Rumble Roar.
I started streaming too.
Yeah, please put that in chat, y'all.
Yeah, post your links.
Yeah.
I played Slay the Spire this weekend. I got wrecked a lot, and then I did really well at the end.
Oh my god.
I played Among Us 2 weeks ago, and I'll be playing Path of Exile this weekend.
Shit.
Let's get high, baby.
Not a new league. Are you gonna be a wander or a trapper or a...
I'll be playing Seismic Trap this league, so let's go, baby.
Alright. Fucking lamer. Alright, we're gone.
True. And based. You can see it on Friday. I'll be streaming all day.
Nice.